with this story. A video shot on Kashmir Day in Pakistan on the 5th of February has had intelligence agencies in India on their toes. In the video, Jamat-ud-Dawa chief Hafiz Saeed's son, Talha, is seen inciting a crowd to wage war against India using Dawood Ibrahim's name. This is the first time that a Pakistan-based terror outfit has made a direct reference to India's most wanted man, Dawood Ibrahim. Talha asked the crowd if they wanted to become the judge, police or doctors, to which the crowd said no. Talha then asked them if they would want to become Dawood Ibrahim, and the crowd shouted yes. Talha went on to ask them if they wanted to become Burhan Wani, and again they got an energetic yes from the crowd. The agencies are now probing if D Company, as Dawood's outfit is known, and JuD are operating in some sort of partnership or collusion. So across to my colleague Geeta Mohan on this. Geeta, more hatred for India and more incitement from Talha, Hafiz Saeed's son. He mentioned Dawood's name. Was it purely rhetorical, or is there a connection? I'm sure intelligence agencies are probing this right now. Either way, this is of some concern to Indian intelligence agencies.
Well, one, it is of concern to intelligence agencies, but also it's a known fact that Dawood Ibrahim has been used as somebody or as a hero for Pakistan, for these terror organizations and terrorist networks when they want to speak of or invoke people who have worked and stood against India. And in that, Dawood Ibrahim, Burhan Wani are the names that have come up. But how unfortunate, Athar, is that statement or the video that you see where an entire lot, and Pakistan will have to introspect on this, while India is raising this matter with the United States of America, while US also sees what Pakistan is doing, and Pakistan continues to talk about Hafiz Saeed being a philanthropist, and now this detention or house arrest or putting him under the anti-terror law really serves no purpose if his son is allowed to say the very same things that the father used to say. Having said that, how unfortunate, Athar, for a country and an entire people with young generation sitting there and saying they do not want to be a doctor, they do not want to be a teacher, they do not want to be an engineer, but they're okay being Dawood Ibrahim or Burhan Wani. That's the extent of percolation into the whole system and the youth and the young that we see by the Lashkar-e-Taiba, by these terror organizations that not just spew venom but breed hatred and inculcate hatred in the young. And that should be a problem not just for India, because they are hitting or it's all directed against India, but also for Pakistan, where most of the senior politicians in the region, be it from Afghanistan or Pakistan or Bangladesh, but also from United States of America, senators and congressmen have come out and spoken of the fact that Pakistan has shown no intent in fighting terror. This video is a proof of that, and double speak of Pakistan completely is exposed with the fact that free hand is given to, if not Hafiz Saeed, then his son.
Absolutely, completely agree with you there, Geeta. Very unfortunate that an entire young population seems to be chanting to be like those who've broken the law in more than one country and have terrorized people. Stay with us. We've also got some reactions coming in on this. We'll take a look at those and we'll come right back to you, Geeta.
My government has lost the plot of conversation with our own people in the valley. And I'm squarely blaming the PDP-BJP government there. All party delegation told you to move on the trajectory of conversation. You have not moved even an inch. I think it has to be a concerted, collective, collated effort.
Incites the people against India. Intelligence agencies seem to have picked it up in India, and I think they're investigating, because Hafiz Saeed is the Amir of JuD, and maybe Talha is thinking of the next Amirship, and therefore using Dawood Ibrahim for the first time in clear terror links about India is a very important point.
it shows that there is a direct link between Dawood and the funding of Jamat-ud-Dawa, which otherwise would not have been getting such a large amount of funds for fighting and sending terrorists in India. Dawood has been known to be continuing his dirty operations against India.
Let's go back to Geeta here. Geeta, of course, I completely agree with your earlier point that Pakistan needs to be more worried really about this kind of gathering and the kind of slogans being shouted there and the kind of reactions by the crowd, largely comprised of young men who have absolutely no hesitation in chanting back more hate as Talha throws more hate at them, not just directed at India, but this will explode in Pakistan's face. If they don't want to be judges, politicians or policemen, they want to be people who are against the law, who break the law, who terrorize people. Now, this is a clear indication, not just an indication, but proof that the Jamat-ud-Dawa and those connected with them openly preach hatred, not just against India, but hatred against all.
Absolutely, Arthur. The statement and the video that we have put out for our viewers to see clearly shows that this is an entire lot and a network that is spoiling and completely polluting an entire generation in Pakistan. And Pakistan will have to pay a very heavy price for what it is doing today to the younger generation of Pakistan.
Right.
And
Geeta, please stay on. We also have, we're also being joined right now by General G.D. Bakshi on the phone line. General Bakshi, clear proof of how Talha, in the absence of Hafiz Saeed, is riling up crowds, inciting them, preaching hatred in a very malignant fashion, I would say, not just against India. This will blow up in Pakistan's face as well, if it hasn't already. More proof, really, that by using Dawood and Burhan's name, the JuD preaching more hatred.
No, he is just about broadcast to the whole world what exactly the Jamat-ud-Dawa has been up to. He's been exhorting people in the name of Dawood Ibrahim, a known absconder and criminal who is responsible for the death of so many innocent Indians. He has the blood of hundreds of innocent Indians on his hand. He is the logistical mastermind of the ISI. He has been helping the ISI stage all the violent incidents here. We know what Burhan Wani was up to. He had the blood of 5 innocent people on his hands, including 2 sarpanches of Kashmir. He was trying to pose as some sort of a fashionista of terror, and no less a personage than the Pakistani Prime Minister sought it fit to exhort him as some kind of a hero of Pakistan. They are welcome to such heroes. We don't want them. In India, they will be put under the ground. And that's precisely what has happened to Burhan Wani, and we hope justice will also catch up with Dawood Ibrahim. But what we have just seen is an open declaration of the fact that Pakistan is a state sponsor of terrorism.
Could it also be a sign of desperation, really, on the part of the JDU, General Bakshi, given the fact that Hafiz Saeed is under the Terrorism Act in Pakistan for whatever reason, whoever is pressurizing Pakistan, as he claims? That's not the point here. The point is it a sign of desperation, or is it also a sign of ambition from Talha himself, because he wants to rile up cadres of the JDU so that in the absence of Hafiz Saeed, he might take over the mantle officially?
Impatience has been a sign of most dynasties in Pakistan. And the fact is, now that his father is behind the bars, this young man seems to be getting impatient to step into his shoes. That's what he is exhorting people for, to sort of join the likes of Dawood Ibrahim and Burhan Wani and spread terror and chaos and mayhem. It's not for no reason that every neighbor of Pakistan is sick and tired of that country.
All right.
You have Afghanistan, which is sick and tired. Bangladesh, who refused to send its home minister because Pakistan, they said, is openly interfering in their internal matters. India, as it is, has been suffering for the last 30 years. Even Iran is sick and tired of Pakistan. I mean, it's about time that the Pakistanis introspect. What is it that makes everybody treats them like a leper colony.
All right, Jalal Bakhshi, thank you for joining us on this. We'll take a look at other reactions coming in on this video and the story. Take a look.
These organizations are nothing but a change of name, and they change their names almost by the week as they get banned, as they get proscribed, because it only needs a change of signboard. What remains consistent is enmity and hatred of India, and